Behold the plan. So this is a room that was added on to the back of this house. And I got a quick story. So I bought this house. This is the one where I actually signed my name and walked away with $1,700 or $5,400 at settlement. I borrowed 110%. So the owner held the second note, and then I managed to get a first. And how I did that was only because there was a loan shark that was helping with the first. So then what happens is, look, I've gone off topic. We're here to talk about windows and shortcuts and how I don't feel good about that, but let's talk about other stuff. When you buy a house with 110% financing, generally one of those notes you want to pay off. In my case, it was the first. The second, going to the owner, he had moved out of the country and I was just paying his sister. That was fine because I don't remember what the rate was. It was like 7% or something like that. No, it was 9. It was 9%. Yeah, and that wasn't that long ago. It was just that that's what you got to do to make the deal. And what do you care about the 9%? You're not paying that forever. I think I paid it for like 4 years, 3 years. I'm totally guessing. It was a short loan. Anyway, back to the problem. So when you buy a house and you want to refinance, there's 12 months of seasoning. The only way you can beat the seasoning is if you improve the house somehow so that the lender sees it as a better house than what you bought. And we're not talking paint. We're talking like some kind of big project. So what I did is I took this Florida room and I put a ceiling in it, drywall. And then these windows still were kind of junky. They're like builder quality, but they are actual windows, just barely. So that beat the seasoning, and I was able to refinance in less than a year. Probably, 4 or 5 months into it. I only refinanced the first position note. The second, with the owner and the sister, I kept that because I wanted them to make interest money. Which brings us to today. I can't find this window. And this silly thing doesn't come out. It's fixed. That one does. You'd have to take off all the siding, remove the whole frame to get this out. Maybe there's a trick that I don't know about, but I need an air conditioner in this room. And then I realized, hey, that's an outlet. Hey, that's not a bad place for an air conditioner. Hey, take a look at what we're gonna do. Well, there you have it. The absolute cheapest. This isn't the cheapest thing I've ever done, but it's really scraping the barrel. Anyway, the room inside, which is somewhat big, kinda. There's another room attached to it. The temperature in there is in the 60s, like 68. I think that's an 8,000 BTU air conditioner, and it's more than enough to cool. So technically, the tenant moving in is very happy. So that matters. The The problem of the broken glass is kind of solved. All the windows in there have been scrubbed and cleaned. I was lucky to find a maid that could help while I've been doing other stuff. And all this, it started raining when I was pressure washing. I pressure washed that side. I didn't get to that side. With the rain coming down, I pressure washed all this. I didn't want to get the hose on the pressure washer wet, so I stopped. Why is the camera not backing out? There we go. So I don't like that. Let's look at the other side. I pressure washed all of this. This had like that darkness on it. See the strip across the ground? That's nothing. It was like black in this area. And the pressure washer is so strong. This is the one that we took out of the trash, remember? That it takes the paint off. Here, take a look at the other side. The paint has come off the aluminum siding. Remember, when you buy aluminum siding and vinyl siding, it lasts forever. You never have to maintain it. Never, ever. It looks fine forever. Here's an example. I missed that spot, which is okay. I wanted to wash all this and then come back and wash it again. I took the pressure washer and cleared that French drain. Speaking of French, I had to break off because a guy from France wanted to look at rooms, and he texted and he was walking somewhere. So I jumped in the automobile and went and found him, showed him some places, and he right away liked some of the rooms. Because, the last couple of weeks I've been going through them, so they show okay now. I pressure washed all this. The railing's gonna get painted black. It'll look like this railing here that was already painted black. And then I gotta go over all the white trim on this house. I don't have to paint all of it, but there are spots. And the inspectors will catch this stuff too. But I'm ahead of the inspectors on this. Like, see this one here? This plinth block? I replaced that some years ago. He picked a small room. I would have guessed he would have picked a large room. But that's the way it always goes. I think it's going to be a top floor room and they pick basement because it has a private bath. Or I think, hey, this middle floor room has a good view, painted light. But nope, they want a dark colored room. Goes to show, people are all different. So I asked him, hey, how are you getting home? And he said he was going to walk. And I said, well, hop in, and I'll give you a ride. So I gave him a ride. What he didn't know is the back of the truck had a bunch of leaves in it. And you know what they say about French students? They like helping get leaves out of the back of a truck. So we made a stop. I dropped everything off. Life is good again. Thank you for watching.